first, fast, accurate. With Jennifer Copeland and Rick Schutt. You're watching WSBT Channel 22 News at 6.
Does a proposed St. Joseph County ordinance violate women's rights in the U.S. Constitution?
Well, it depends on who you talk to. Some local doctors and pro-choice advocates say yes. WSBT-22's Kelly Stopczynski is live at the county city building where council members are talking about that legislation.
Yeah, Kelly, this county law would be similar to a state law that took effect in July.
Jennifer, that state legislation requires abortion providers to report the name of their backup doctor to the state health department. Now, it's kept confidential there, but that could change under this proposed legislation here in St. Joseph County. And right now, it is standing room only in that committee meeting. You can see people sitting right there waiting for that to happen, waiting for them to get through the agenda in that committee meeting where the council is getting set to talk about this issue publicly for the first time.
It's important because it's aimed at protecting women who have complications after they have abortions.
An age-old controversy is brewing in our backyard.
At first blush, it doesn't seem to solve any issues or safety or health issues that I think women are typically facing in St. Joe County.
St. Joseph County Council Democrat Mike Hammond and Republican Dan Herbster are sponsoring the bill.
I've spoken with physicians and others who are concerned about abortion for one reason or another.
Hammond wants to require abortion providers to not only give the county the name of their hospital admitting doctor, but also give it to the patient. Herbster wants to require abortion providers to have admitting privileges too.
Right now, Allen County is the only other county in Indiana that requires abortion providers to submit the names of their backup doctors at the local level. Dr. Ulrich George Kloffer is an abortion provider who runs clinics in Fort Wayne, Gary, and South Bend. But because of that ordinance in Allen County and the fact that his provider there refused to continue working with him earlier this year, Kloffer is no longer allowed to perform abortions there.
We know that restrictive admitting privileges do not improve outcomes for women. They make it more difficult for women to get the health care that they need.
IU South Bend Women's and Gender Studies Director April Ladinsky says this legislation would invade doctor-patient privacy and potentially be a burden for everyone.
It cost our county hundreds of thousands of dollars in litigating fees if they try to push this through. It's a bad use of our taxpayer money. It's a bad use of our time.
St. Joseph County's Democratic Party just came out today against this proposed legislation, arguing this is not at all about patient safety. And the Democratic Party says this is something that should be handled at the state level, not on the local level. Now, the council committee is getting ready to talk about this issue right now. As I mentioned, they're going through some other issues on the agenda having to do with the county budget right now. But they could make a few different decisions on this tonight. They could either decide to table it, they could send it to the full council with a favorable recommendation, or they could send it to the full council with no recommendation at all. And just to give you an idea, you know, we know this is a controversial issue. The last issue, one of the council members told me that they remember being slightly controversial was that leaf burning ban. When they discussed that, it stayed in committee for more than a year before it actually went before the full council. Reporting live in South Bend, I'm Kelly Stopczynski, WSBT 22 News.
And take